Hello, I'm Aranjan Kumar, Mathematical Mind online classes, and in the previous session, we have taught you about the rational function and the intermediate value theorem and degree of a polynomial. So, on the given topic, already have a taught. So, you watch my YouTube channel and you have read and understand and give me comments. Now, in the previous session, we have looked. So here, sketching the graph, example, right? Uh, sketching sketching the graph of a polynomial function of degree. So fx is equals to x cube plus x square minus 4x minus 4. Find all values of x, such that fx is greater than 0 and all x such that fx is less than 0, and sketch the graph of f, right? So solution. So fx, first of all, factorize and find the zeros of a given polynomial here. So here fx is equals to x cube plus x square minus 4x minus 4. So here I take x square, x plus 1 minus 4 x plus 1 is equals to, now x square minus 4 and x plus 1 is here is equals to 0. So that we have x minus 2 times of x plus 2 times of x plus 1 is equals to 0. Got it? Now here, so there is a two, how many factors? There are three factors and three zeros. The number of, so x is equals to 2, minus 2 and minus 1. So the zeros of a given function, zeros of the given function, zeros of the given function is minus 2, comma minus 1, comma 2. So how many intervals? We draw the 9 here, minus infinity, and here is a positive infinity. Okay, so and here 0. Put it here -1, and now you draw here -2, right? And here 1 and here 2. Got it? So this is the how many sub intervals? Sub open interval are -infinity to -2, -2 comma -1, -1 comma -1 comma -1 comma -2, and here -1 comma -1 comma 2, and 2 to infinity, 2 to infinity. So there are 4 sub intervals. Okay, now my question is, if I draw the table, first we draw the intervals are here, and interval here, and the sign of x plus 2, here x plus 1 and x minus 2. So we draw here how many intervals? There are 4 intervals, sub intervals. So draw now and put it here -infinity to -2, -2 to -1, -1 to +2, and 2 to infinity. Got it? They are the 4 sub intervals. And now sine of x plus factor of x plus 2, sine of factor of x plus 1, and sine of factor of x plus x minus 2, and then sine of function fx, sine of function fx. Got it? Fx. Okay, and then we have to decide the function either increasing or decreasing. This is very important, you know. So first of all, if we put any negative value, then we will get negative. So here if I put negative value, take here negative value, that means here is negative values because x is negative, right? And because this interval take any values of x, that means negative. Now again that interval is positive, and here positive, and this one 2 plus infinity is also any values of plus. Now you take x plus 1 in that interval, minus infinity to minus into negative, and this one is also negative and plus here, and now second fourth interval is negative. Now you take any values x, so negative and negative, negative, and that positive. So function fx is sign is negative, positive, and here negative, then alternate sign here is negative, right? Negative and then positive. This is the value of given function. Why? Because take any point in that interval and put a function, and value of a function is either negative or positive, then put the sign. If the value is less than 0, then put it here negative sign. Now you take any value between that interval from this factor. If this is a positive, so if I take here -2, right, you take -3/2, then become positive, right? And here take also positive, and this one is a positive. So we draw the graph of the given function. Look at here, first we draw the x-axis and x-axis and y-axis from this graph, and we draw here and here y, y dash, x dash and x, right? So we drew here, this line is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and same way 1 minus 1 here, this one graph is very important, and here 1, like we draw the line like this, and the graph of this function is either this one is decrease and intersect here, sorry, this is the mistake. We draw here line like this, y dash within this one. Here look, we draw the line like this. The graph of this figure function is okay. So in that interval, fx is greater than 0, x in the x in the interval -2 comma -1 union 2 to infinity, and fx is less than 0 if x is in the minus infinity comma -2 union -1 comma 2. This is the graph of this given polynomial. Then this is the given function and graph of this function. Now same thing I discuss your next question example. Next example, sketching the graph sketching sketching the graph of polynomial function fx is equals to x to the power 4 minus 4x cube plus 3x square. Find all values of x such that fx is greater than 0 and all x such that fx is less than 0. Sketch the graph of f. Graph of f. Okay, now this is our question is sketching the graph of polynomial function fx, x to the power 4 minus 4x cubed plus 3x square, right? Find the values of x such that fx is greater than 0 for all x such that fx is less than 0. Sketch the graph of f. Okay, now this is easy. How can plot this graph? This is the now this is our solution is how can solve this graph. First of all, fx, factorize them. Here x to the power 4 minus 4x cube plus 3x square, right? So what is the factor? If I take x square is common from this, and x square minus 4x plus 3, right? Then should factorize x square and x square minus 3x minus x plus 3. So we will get it here x square and take x common, x minus 3 minus x common, x minus 3. So you will get it here. Now x square, x minus 1 and x minus 3, right? So how many factors? X square, x minus 1, x minus 3 is equals to 0. So how many factors? X square is equals to 0, x is minus 1 is equals to 0, and x minus 3 is equals to 0. So here how many zeros of the given function? So x is equals to 0, 1 and 3. So this is the how many zeros are there? 3 zeros of the given function. And now the factors are given below, so subintervals. You draw the line very easy. Now it here 0, 1, here is 2, and here is a 3. So subinterval here positive, negative, here negative values, and here positive, infinity. So 0, negative, infinity to 0, comma. Subintervals are 0, comma 1, 1, comma 2, 2, comma 3, and 3 to infinity. So 4 factors and 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 subintervals, right? Then you can easily define the factors and their sign, and you will get the solution. Okay, thank you very